Hello. I'm sorry, my camera's just kind of doing its own thing. Okay, today we're going to start lesson 2, which is called Kenji's Family. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. I'll go ahead and show you my screen. That's the one. All right. Okay, so we are going to work on lesson 2, which is called Kenji's Family. Our goal for today is to identify family relationships. All right, so let's look at A. It says, read and listen to Kenji's story. How many people are in his family? All right, so let's listen.
My name is Kenji Nakamura. I have a wonderful family. We live in the United States. I have one sister and 2 brothers. I also have uncles and an aunt here. My father has 2 brothers and no sisters. My mother has 1 brother and 1 sister. My grandparents are in Japan. I'm sad because they are not here with my family.
All right, I'm gonna actually have you listen one more time.
My name is Kenji Nakamura. I have a wonderful family. We live in the United States. I have 1 sister and 2 brothers. I also have uncles and an aunt here. My father has 2 brothers and no sisters. My mother has 1 brother and 1 sister. My grandparents are in Japan. I'm sad because they are not here with my family.
Oops. All right, so our question is, how many people are in Kenji's family? Okay, so he has 1 sister and he has 2 brothers. Okay, I would say it kind of depends on what you consider to be his family. Since Kenji is not married and doesn't have his own children, I would say that his family would be like his immediate family. So like his parents. So I would say parents and siblings. And siblings would be his brothers and sisters. Okay, so in that number, I would not count his father's 2 brothers, and I would not count his grandparents in Japan. I would not count his 1 brother and 1 sister from his mom. Okay, so I would personally say that in his family he has 1 sister, 2 brothers. Okay, and then he has his mom and his dad. So I would say 5 people in Kenji's family. Okay, he has his mother, father, 1 brother, 1 sister, and he has 2 brothers. Okay, so 5 people, not including him. Okay, all right, now for B, it says read Kenji's story again and complete the sentences. Okay, this is where I want you to pause the video and I want you to fill out numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. When you are done, you can unpause the video so you can keep watching for the answers. All right. Number 1, Kenji has blank sisters. Sister, how many? He has 1 sister. Kenji has blank brothers. How many brothers does he have? He has 2 brothers. Number 3, Kenji's father has blank brothers and blank sisters. Okay, so Kenji's father has 2 brothers and no sisters. Kenji's mother has 1 sister and 1 brother. Okay, now I need to clear it. All right, so now we're going to look at the family tree. Okay, so Kenji is the person that we're focused on, right? So here's Kenji, right? Okay. So let's look at Kenji, okay? Kenji's mother, okay, if you look at the connection, so here's Kenji. Let's see if I can change the color. I should be able to, let's do purple. Okay, so if you see Kenji's connection right here, he's connected to these 2, okay? Right, that is his, so we have his mother, and we have his father. Okay, now, this is Kenji, okay? Kenji is also connected to, okay, so if we pay attention, how should we draw? Okay, if we pay attention to Kenji, he is also connected to Jinki. He's connected to Akira. And he's connected to Miyuki. Okay, so what does that mean? That means Genku is his brother. Okay, because they're connected. Akira is also his brother. And Miyuki is his sister. All right. So that's pretty simple because they're all connected. All 5 of them are connected. 6 of them, excuse me. All 6 of them are connected. So the part that starts to get a little bit more difficult is now you're looking at the connections that they have individually. Okay, so for example, Jinkyu and Yakira. Okay, they have. Excuse me. Pause and answer that. Alex, this is Nancy. All right, guys. Sorry about that. That was a phone call that I needed to take. So unfortunately, I took all my notes off, okay? But we were just about to start looking at the connections between the rest of the family members, okay? So, you know, again, you have mom and dad, okay? They had 4 children. Okay, so they had Jinkyu, Kenji, Akira, and Miyuki. Okay, so now we start to look at the differences or the relationship between like these 2. Okay, them 2 are together. Okay, so both of them, they are now husband and wife. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, so Jinku is a husband, Yakiri is a wife. Okay, now they have one child. Let's go. They have Ikumi. Okay, so that is their daughter. All right, but if I am looking at the relationship between Kenji and Ikumi, both of them are actually, they are uncle and niece. Okay, now same thing applies over here. Okay, Akira and Sayuri, they are husband and wife. Okay, now they had 2 children. Okay, they had 2 sons, Yuki and Teru. Okay, so sons, they had 2 sons. Okay, so when you're looking at the relationship between Kenji and Yuki, they are uncle and nephew. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clear this so we can move on to the second part. Okay, so here are some more words to study. Okay. I will do, excuse me, the Spanish translation for these. Maybe if it lets me. Here we go. Okay, so we know parents is padres. Father is padre. Mother, madre. Husband is marido. Wife, esposa. Daughter, hija. Let's do that. Vamos así. Then you have daughter, que es hija. Son es hijo, masculino. Brother, hermano. Sister, hermana. Cousin es primo o prima. Okay. La palabra cousin no especifica el, si es masculino o femenino. Okay. Next one is aunt, which is tía. Uncle, tío. Niece sería sobrina. Nephew is sobrino. Okay. Next one is grandfather or abuelo. Grandmother. Abuela. Grandson. Is nieto. And granddaughter is nieta. Oh, no. No, no los puedo ver. Claro que eso me pasaría. Ok, van a tener que nomás regresar en el video. All right, so now you're going to look at E. It says look at the family tree in exercise C. Okay, write the correct words under each picture. Okay, so now you have to identify or identificar the relationship between the two pictures or between the two people in the pictures. Okay, so 2. This is where I would pause the video so that you can fill this out before I give you the answers, okay? All right. So in the first picture, we have grandfather and granddaughter. Picture number 2, we have husband and wife. Okay. How about picture number 3? We have mother and daughter. Okay, how about number 4? What do we have for number 4? We have grandmother and we have grandson. Okay, number 6. Okay, we have aunt and we have niece. Okay. And how about number 6? We have uncle and we have nephew. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna have to clear it again. Okay. So we can scroll down to F right here. Okay, so if you can see, it says F, it says ask and answer questions about the people in exercise E. Okay, so we're gonna do this. So student A, it says, how are Takuya and Ikumi related? All right, and student B says they are grandfather and granddaughter. Okay, so we are gonna write another example. Okay, so this is another example. We have student A, we have student B. All right, so I'm going to write, how are Kenji and Akira related? Okay, ¿cómo están relacionados? They are brothers, son hermanos, right? Okay, so this is one example that I wrote. I want you to write 3 more examples. Dos ejemplos más, and you can just write it on the back of your paper. Okay. All right. Now let's scroll down. Okay. So we're going to talk about the verb have and has. Okay. So yesterday we talked about the verb live. Okay, and remember I told you that if the subject is I, you, we, or they, the verb has no S. Okay, so for example, yesterday the word was live. Okay, no S. if the subject is he or she, then your verb is going to have an S. So today it's has. Yesterday it was lives. All right, so have, remember, is the verb tener. Okay. So now you are going to listen, okay, and then you are going to write the correct form of have or has. Okay, so here we go. Take this off. So you're going to listen.
Thank you all for coming to the party. I want to see how much I know about each of you, so I will start with Tan and work my way around the room. Tan is a good friend. She lives in Seattle with her 3 sisters. I think my 3 brothers would be very interested in meeting them. Ricardo and Patty, you've been married for 4 years and already have 3 children, right? Your children's names are Zach, Manny, and Courtney. I think Orlando has the most cousins of any of us. I understand you have 38 cousins. Wow. I hope you know all their names. Maria, you're a great niece to me. I appreciate how you and your 2 sisters worked so hard to make this party happen. Sophie and I are happy to be here with our only child so far, Colleen.
All right, so number 1 says Tan. Are we going to use have or has? Has. Sisters. I think we need to put a number in there too. Oops. Okay, so actually what you're going to do is you are going to circle has, and then in the text you will write how many sisters? 3 sisters. Okay, next number 2 is I have or has? Okay, if it's I, remember you're going to use have. I have 3 brothers. Okay, number 3, Ricardo and Patty, have or has? Have, because we're talking about they, right? 3 children. Number 4, Orlando, you have or has? Have, we're talking about you. Okay, I know Orlando is he, but this is the one that we really want to focus on. Okay, so Orlando, you have 38 cousins. Number 5, Maria, have or has? Has. How many sisters? 2. Number 6, we have or has? have blank child. Okay, so child is singular, so we know that it's going to be 1. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clear them. Now this bottom piece, it works best when you are in a group. So we're not going to worry about I. Okay. Do not forget that you still have the homework for Unit 1, Lesson 2. Okay, so it looks like this. It is page 15, 16, and 17. If you have any questions over the assignment or the homework, please let me know. You can either call me or text me, and then I will help you. Okay. On Monday, I will send you Lesson 3. Thanks.